Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're back working on the tractor. So the plan for today is to get the engine bolted back up. Last video, I got all the linkage reattached. I got that plate back up. That was all the mess that was jammed in there, so I'm glad I got all of that out. So yeah, today, engine onto the tractor again. And then we'll slowly button things back up. And then hopefully by the end of this video, we'll be able to fire it up and see if it moves. And then once that happens, then I'll do the full service on it. I'll drain all the hydraulic fluid, put new fluid in, new hydraulic filter. This, once it's bolted back up, I'll put new oil in it, the new filter that I have for it. I actually didn't drain the coolant on this, so I will drain the coolant when it's back up and get all that serviced and ready to go. But once there's oil in it, I can fire it up and see if this thing actually moves. So that's the plan for this video, so stay tuned. So after a bit of a struggle, just trying to get the splines lined up from the transmission into the clutch there, finally got it all together. So now I'm just going to start putting some bolts through. So basically I got two long ones for the top. These kind of go around the sides, and I got two nuts for the bottom, and then the two starter bolts on this side actually help hold it in as well. So start getting that together, and I think I have to run that cooler line while I still have some space here, so hopefully that'll go on smooth. So I spent a bunch of time trying to run this line where it shouldn't and just couldn't figure it out. So finally got this to where it needs to be. This one is good. So now I can hook those back up here and here and get that cooler on. I'm gonna take this off first, clean that up. But actually before I do any of that, I'm going to get the front end back up. So I'm just going to jack it up and put the bolts through it. And I still have to tighten the two engine bolts under there. And then I can just slowly start getting all of this back together. We're getting there. It's actually going together a lot smoother than I thought. So I got a dinner tonight, and I was like, I just want to get the engine bolted up. But this has only taken me, in reality, like 15 minutes. So we're getting there. So I've got the front end all bolted up. Super easy, just 4 bolts. Everything on this is actually going together very smoothly. Knock on wood. But yeah, everything is just, it's nice to work on. Everything is simple, everything is accessible. So yeah. So now, what I'm going to do is, actually now that the tires are up in the air, I'm going to put the other wheels on and then just get rid of these, so at least it's sitting at the proper level for when I put oil and all that in here. Yeah, so I'm gonna go get the wheels. They're just actually in my shed. Take a look. Once that tractor's done, this hopefully will be coming in. I might do one of the motorcycles first. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, that is a 1930 or 1929 Pontiac complete, so stay tuned for the channel for that. I'm just gonna grab these original wheels here and I'll get these bad boys on. Okay, proper wheels are on. As you can see, these actually sit on the hubs properly, where these ones, you can kind of tell they weren't even proper. They're also too big, which on a four-wheel drive will cause some issues. So hopefully there's no major issues there. Maybe I got lucky and they weren't on for long, or it wasn't in four-wheel drive or anything like that. But so now that this is all back together, I'm gonna just lower it down and then I can put some oil in it and just pick away at the rest of the stuff here. So there we have it. Those tires look so small compared to the other ones, but looks a little bit normal, sits nice and level, so we won't have any issues with hydraulics or anything like that, with fluids not getting to it, so I feel much better about that. So I'm gonna pause for the day and then I'll be back in a couple seconds for you guys. I got the hydraulic system all buttoned back up. So the cooler line's both here and on the other side. That's all tight now and the cooler is back on. And I got this little screen cleaned up. So now I can start running my wires again and then get this stuff back on. So I can get that plate back on here and then yeah, there's not actually a whole lot left to do before I try to fire this thing up. I might take the starter apart and just kind of go through it, maybe clean up the brushes and stuff in it, if I can get it apart. When I was starting it before, it was a little slow, so I don't know if it was maybe the starter or this ground strap that has seen better days. So I do have a new ground strap that we'll put on, and yeah. Got the fuel system back all together. Now I'm just going to start getting the wires hooked back up to where they need to go. Once that's done, I can get my air intake back on. I'll get some oil in this, put the new filter on, and I'm going to top up some hydraulic fluid. And then we should be ready to fire this thing up. Wiring's all hooked up. These here, actually these three are all just for the starter. So right now, I got the starter on the bench here. I'm going to hopefully be able to get this apart and just have a look, see what it looks like inside. I want to clean up some of these connections here. And then once I'm done with this, we'll get that on to here, get that all hooked up. I'll throw the battery back on it, throw some diesel in it. Now, I didn't really touch the fuel system from the filter back, so I shouldn't really have to prime it at all, so that should be good. I got my linkage all hooked up. So with any luck, this thing will fire up, and fingers crossed, it'll move. It doesn't look too bad. I don't know if you can see in there, but the brush has got lots of life left on them. So I'm just gonna kind of clean it up and then get it back together. I more or less just wanted to see how it was. I just realized now that this is gonna be a real pain to get back together, so starter's on, so now I'm just going to throw some oil and get that filter changed out, and then quickly put the air intake stuff back on, which is just sitting down there. I'm going to throw a battery on it, and we'll see if it, first of all, if it'll start. It should start, and then we'll find out here if it at least goes forward and reverse. The camera just died there, but I got the filter on. I'm just using a Baldwin filter. I'm just making sure the oil level's good here. Next up, the air intake, and then that should be everything other than the battery, and then we'll fire it up. So we are ready to fire this thing up. I've got some diesel in here. I've got the battery all connected. I put a new battery ground on there. The one wire for this starter broke, so it's just kind of wrapped on there until I get a proper fitting, but we're gonna try to fire this thing up. Let the glow plugs warm up a bit. there we have it. She moves forward in reverse. So it's a little dark now, but tomorrow I'll take this thing for a spin around the yard, make sure everything is working good, and then I'll bring it in, and then I'll do a full service on the hydraulic system and the coolant. But even that started a lot nicer than it used to, so I'm happy with that. So we'll get the hood back on it and back it out. We'll give it a wash and all that in the near future here as well. So I want to thank you guys for watching this one. Make sure you guys click like, subscribe, because now that this is movable, I'll be able to bring in some of the other projects here. So see you later.